Welcome back to another incredible journey across America's most mysterious and breathtaking landscapes. Today, we're venturing into the heart of one of the oldest mountain ranges on Earth, the majestic Appalachian Mountains. While most people think they know the Appalachians through popular destinations like the Great Smoky Mountains or Blue Ridge Parkway, there's an entire world of hidden wonders tucked away in remote valleys, forgotten hollows, and ancient peaks that rarely see tourists. I'm talking about places so stunning and untouched that they feel like stepping into another world entirely. Secret waterfalls cascading through virgin forests, mysterious caves that harbor unique ecosystems, abandoned settlements that tell haunting stories of America's past, and natural phenomena that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about this ancient mountain chain. Over the next 20 minutes, we're going to explore 15 hidden gems scattered throughout the Appalachian Range, from Maine to Georgia, that locals have kept secret for generations. These aren't your typical tourist traps with crowded parking lots and gift shops. These are raw, authentic places where nature reigns supreme and human footprints are few and far between. Let's start our journey in the northern reaches of the Appalachians, deep in the wilderness of Maine, where our first hidden wonder awaits. Gulf Haggis, often called the Grand Canyon of Maine, is a 3-mile gorge carved by the Pleasant River over millions of years. What makes this place truly special isn't just its dramatic slate walls rising up to 130 feet, but the series of spectacular waterfalls and pools that cascade through the canyon. Unlike the crowded Acadia National Park just hours away, Gulf Haggis requires a challenging 8-mile hike through dense forest, keeping the crowds at bay. The gorge features 5 major waterfalls, including the stunning Screw Auger Falls, where water spirals through carved rock formations, creating natural jacuzzis, perfect for brave souls willing to take an ice-cold plunge. The ancient slate formations here tell a geological story spanning 400 million years, and the surrounding old-growth forest harbors some of the largest white pines left in New England. Moving south into New Hampshire, we discover our second hidden wonder in the White Mountain National Forest. Tucked away in Kinsman Notch lies a geological marvel that most hikers walk right past without knowing it exists: the Lost River Gorge's secret upper reaches. While the main Lost River attraction draws visitors, few know about the unmarked trail that leads to a series of hidden caves and potholes carved by glacial meltwater. These natural sculptures, called glacial potholes, were formed when stones got trapped in circular currents, grinding perfect cylindrical holes deep into the bedrock. Some of these holes are over 20 feet deep and perfectly round, creating natural amphitheaters where sound echoes in mysterious ways. The upper reaches also hide Flora's Glen, a narrow canyon where rare alpine plants grow in microclimates created by the gorge's unique conditions. Here you can find Arctic willows and Lapland rosebay growing alongside temperate species, creating botanical communities found nowhere else in New England. Our journey takes us next to Vermont's Northeast Kingdom, where Mount Pisgah conceals one of the most spectacular yet unknown overlooks in all of New England. The Pulpit Rock Trail leads to a dramatic cliff face, offering panoramic views of Lake Willoughby and the surrounding wilderness, but it's the hidden cave system behind the overlook that makes this place truly special. These limestone caves, carved by centuries of groundwater flow, extend deep into the mountain and harbor a unique ecosystem. Blind cave beetles, rare salamanders, and specialized fungi thrive in the perpetual darkness. The caves maintain a constant temperature year-round, creating a refuge for hibernating bats and serving as a natural laboratory for studying underground life. What makes these caves particularly remarkable is their connection to underground streams that eventually feed Lake Willoughby. The water that enters these caves can take decades to emerge as springs along the lakeshore, filtered and purified by its journey through limestone formations. Continuing south into the Adirondacks of New York, we encounter Avalanche Lake, a pristine alpine tarn nestled between towering cliff faces that rise directly from the water's edge. While technically part of the Adirondack Park rather than the Appalachian chain proper, this glacially carved lake represents the same ancient geological forces that shaped the entire region. The lake is accessible only by a challenging trail that includes navigating the famous Avalanche Pass, where hikers must traverse wooden walkways built against sheer cliff faces. The reward is a body of water so clear, you can see trout swimming 30 feet below the surface, surrounded by walls of anorthosite rock that glow pink and orange in the alpine light. But the real secret of Avalanche Lake lies in its acoustic properties. The surrounding cliffs create a natural amphitheater, where even whispered words carry clearly across the water. Native American tribes considered this a sacred place where spirits could be heard speaking from the stone walls. Heading into Pennsylvania, we discover one of the most mysterious features of the entire Appalachian Range, the boulder field of Hickory Run State Park. This 16-acre field of massive boulders appears suddenly in the middle of dense forest, as if giants had been playing catch with house-sized rocks. Scientists believe this incredible formation was created during the last ice age when freeze-thaw cycles shattered the underlying sandstone into these perfectly angular blocks. What makes it truly mysterious is that similar boulder fields exist nowhere else in Pennsylvania, and the rocks show no evidence of glacial transport, meaning they formed right where they sit today. Walking through the boulder field feels like exploring an alien landscape. The rocks create a maze of passages and caves where unique ecosystems thrive. Rare lichens coat the boulder surfaces, and the spaces between rocks harbor specialized plants and animals adapted to the unique conditions created by this geological anomaly. Our next hidden wonder takes us to West Virginia's Monongahela National Forest, where the cranberry glades preserve a piece of the last ice age. This high-elevation bog ecosystem is more typical of northern Canada than the southern Appalachians, created by unique geological and climatic conditions that have persisted for thousands of years. The glades harbor plants and animals normally found hundreds of miles north, including carnivorous pitcher plants, rare orchids, and the northern water shrew. Boardwalks protect this fragile ecosystem, while allowing visitors to experience what the region looked like when glaciers covered much of North America. But the real magic happens in autumn, when the sphagnum moss turns brilliant red and gold, creating a carpet of color that stretches to the horizon. The area's unique acoustics, created by the open bog landscape, allow sounds to carry for miles, making it one of the quietest places in the eastern United States. Moving into Virginia, we encounter one of the most spectacular yet overlooked features of Shenandoah National Park, the hidden waterfalls of the Rapidan River. While millions visit Shenandoah annually, few venture to the remote eastern sections, where the Rapidan River has carved a series of stunning cascades through ancient granite. These waterfalls, including the magnificent Mill Creek Falls and the triple-drop Doyle's River Falls, require serious hiking to reach but reward visitors with pristine swimming holes and moss-covered amphitheaters that seem straight out of a fairy tale. The granite here is some of the oldest rock in North America, dating back over 1 billion years. What makes these waterfalls particularly special is their role in local history. Many were sites of working grist mills and sawmills during the 1800s, and careful observers can still find remnants of old mill dams and race channels carved into the bedrock. The combination of natural beauty and human history creates a uniquely Appalachian experience. Our journey takes us next to North Carolina, where the Joyce Kilmer Memorial Forest preserves one of the last stands of old-growth forest in the southern Appalachians. This 3,800-acre tract contains some of the largest trees in the eastern United States, including tulip poplars over 400 years old and more than 20 feet in circumference. Walking through Joyce Kilmer feels like stepping back in time to when vast forests covered the entire Appalachian region. The canopy is so dense that the forest floor remains dim even on bright sunny days, creating perfect conditions for rare wildflowers and ferns that disappeared from most of the region when the original forests were logged. The forest also serves as a refuge for black bears, wild boar, and over 100 species of birds. The massive trees create unique microhabitats, with different plant and animal communities living at different levels from the forest floor to the canopy nearly 200 feet above. Continuing into Tennessee, we discover the hidden wonders of the Cumberland Gap region, where Daniel Boone's Wilderness Road opened the American frontier. While the main gap attracts history buffs, few know about the Sand Cave and White Rocks areas that offer some of the most spectacular views and geological formations in the entire Appalachian chain. Sand Cave is actually a massive rock shelter created by wind and water erosion over millions of years. The shelter is large enough to hold several houses and was used by Native Americans for thousands of years before European settlement. Archaeological excavations have revealed artifacts dating back 10,000 years, making it one of the most significant prehistoric sites in the region. White Rocks offers panoramic views across 3 states, from limestone cliffs that rise 1,000 feet above the surrounding valleys. The area gets its name from the white limestone formations that glow almost luminescent in morning and evening light, creating one of the most photographed yet little-known vistas in the southern Appalachians. Our final hidden wonder takes us deep into the mountains of Georgia, where Tallulah Gorge cuts a dramatic gash through the landscape that's often called the Grand Canyon of the South. While parts of the gorge are well known, the upper reaches harbor secrets that few visitors ever discover. The Hurricane Falls section, accessible only by permit and serious rock scrambling, features a series of waterfalls that cascade through narrow slot canyons carved from billion-year-old quartzite. The gorge here is so narrow that sunlight reaches the bottom only during midday, creating an otherworldly environment where rare mosses and ferns thrive in the perpetual twilight. What makes Tallulah Gorge truly special is its role as a natural laboratory for studying how ecosystems recover from human impact. The area was heavily developed for hydroelectric power in the early 1900s. But when the dams were removed, nature quickly reclaimed the landscape, providing insights into ecological restoration throughout the Appalachian region. These 15 hidden wonders represent just a fraction of the secret places scattered throughout the Appalachian Mountains. Each offers a unique window into the geological forces, ecological communities, and human history that have shaped this ancient mountain range over hundreds of millions of years. What strikes me most about these places is how they challenge our assumptions about familiar landscapes. The Appalachians aren't just rolling green hills and tourist overlooks. They're a complex tapestry of ecosystems, geological wonders, and hidden histories that reward those willing to venture beyond the beaten path. These hidden places also remind us of our responsibility as stewards of these incredible landscapes. Many of these locations are fragile and can be easily damaged by too much human activity. As we share their beauty, we must also protect their integrity for future generations to discover and explore. The Appalachian Mountains have been quietly guarding these secrets for millions of years, waiting for curious adventurers willing to seek them out. Whether you're drawn by the geological mysteries, the ecological wonders, or the historical connections, these hidden places offer experiences that will fundamentally change how you see this ancient mountain range. So next time you're planning an Appalachian adventure, consider venturing beyond the crowded overlooks and tourist centers. Seek out these hidden wonders, but do so responsibly, with respect for both the natural environment and the local communities who have protected these places for generations. The mountains are calling, and their secrets are waiting to be discovered by those brave enough to answer.